So in today's lecture, we will be learning about the 10 basic commands of Linux. So now let's understand all the commands one by one. So the first command that we will have is pwd, right? So pwd means present working directory, and your present working directory is home. So this is your present working directory, and in this directory, if you just press this command ls, you will see the directories and files available in this present working directory, and they are the same that you can see from here as well, right? Now similarly, if I change my directory and I switch to some other directory, let's say I switch to music. So for that I have another command that we have studied in the previous lectures. So that is cd, that is change directory space the name of the directories, right? Now you can see that you have now change your directory and your current directory is now music, right? So if you again use the command pwd, it will tell you that it will tell you the current working directory, that is now music. Earlier it was home, but now it is music, right? And here if you want to see the directories and files available, there are no directories and file available. Currently it is empty, and you can see that from here as well, right? So it is empty. Now coming back to this, now the next command that we, again we will use this cd to come back to the home directory. Now the next command that we have is host name, and host name is the name that is given to the system. So you can see that I have named my system as Deepti VirtualBox, and that is the same name being displayed here. The next command is uh, head command, and for that, first of all, we'll create our own file so that we can apply this command and see the results. So let's create a file. To create a file, we have a command that is cat command. Then we have output redirection operator, and I name the file as test. So then you will, this is the name of the command, cat, and then output redirection operator and the name of the file, right? Now let's start entering the content in this into this file. I have written hi, hello, good morning, good day, stay home, stay safe, exercise, read, eat healthy, be happy, live life, and again I have written goodbye. And I'm coming out of this file by pressing Ctrl D. Right? Now if I use the same command cat to see the content of the file, I will not use this output redirection operator, and I will simply write the name of the file, and we can see that this is the content of the file, right? And if further you write cat name of the file, then -n, it is also going to give the line number to the file. So you can see that this file contains 12 lines. So now what about the head command? So if you use this head command and then you write the name of the file, you can see the top 10 lines of your file. So as you can see here, so from 1 to 10 has shown as the top 10 lines of the file, right? Now similarly, another command is tail command, and similarly your tail command is going to give you the last 10 lines of the file. So it will be from goodbye to good morning, right? So this will be the result. So now let's type it and see the result. As you can see that it has again given you the last 10 lines of the file. Now the next command here is grep command. Now to grep command, let's first see the file content. The content of the file is this, and out of this file I want to search for good. So grep command is used to search for a pattern or a string in the given file. So first of all you will write grep, after that with space you will write uh, the string that you want to search. So I have written good and then the name of the file. And then you can see that wherever good is there, those lines are being printed and they are highlighted in red color. Okay. And see, you can see from here, good morning, good day, and we have goodbye. And you are passing this string in single quotes. Similarly, you can use the same command to search for some other pattern. Let's say I want to search for stay. So simply you will write stay. So either you pass it in single quotes or without single quotes, both will work, and use, let's see the output. So again, wherever stay is there, you can see the result. Again, stay is highlighted in red color, right? So this was all about grep command. Now coming to one of the most interesting command, that is cp command, which is used for copying. And if I see ls, I can see that this test file has been created here. As you can see here, test has been created. But earlier also we saw that music folder is empty. So now I want to copy this file to music folder. So for that, what you are going to do, you will simply write, C. First of all, you will switch to the music folder and you will see whether something is available there or not. And as you can see, nothing is available. Again, come back to the present working directory, home directory. Now, I will write cp, that means copy, and then the source file, that is test file. And I want to copy this file into a new directory, right? So I will name the directory. So music is the directory where I want to copy the same file with the same name. So first you will write the name of the command, that is cp copy, and then we have the source file that we need to copy, and then we are writing the name of the directory where we need to copy this. So as you can see, and when I see ls, I can see that in our home directory, this test file is not there. In the home directory, there is no test file, right? Test file is there, original test file is there. Earlier, I have shown you that in music, there was no file, it was empty. But now when you have copied it, the same test file has been copied here also from the home directory, right? So you can go to the music folder or directory, and when you press ls, you can see that a file has been created here that was copied. And you can also read the content of this file in the music directory. The same content is there that we have copied there also. Now again, I'll use cd to come back to the main directory. Now after this, what we need to do is, so in this way, I hope it is clear to you. Now the next command is, see, the file that we have created here is test file. I want to change the name of this file. I want to rename the name of this file. And for that, we have a command that is not rename, but mv. Mv means move. So mv command is used to rename the file. So the file that we have is test, and I want to rename this as new file. Okay. So you can see from here, you can see that it will be changed now after I press the command. Let's see. Now if you write ls, you can see that there is no file available whose name was test. But now we have a new file, that is new file, and you can see that earlier it was having the name test, but now it is renamed as new file. Okay. So I hope cp and mv command is very much clear to you and you know the difference between both of them. Now we have the next command, that is sort command. And for that, let's create one more file. I want to create a file naming fruits, right? I'm writing here mango, apple, lychee, cherry. I write sapodilla, watermelon. Then I write pineapple. That's it. And I come out of this file. I want to see the content of this file, fruits. You can see this is the content of the file, but this is in the same order that we have entered. So I have the sort command, which will sort the content of file in alphabetic order from A to Z. So I will simply write sort, and then I will write the name of the file, that is fruits. And as I can see that it has been arranged in sorted order. A, C, L, M, P, S, P, S, and W. So they are arranged in ascending order. And now If I want to reverse it, I want to, sort it in reverse order. For that, I will use the same command, but with the option -r. And you can see that the same file has been arranged in reverse order from Z to A. Now, another important command is password command, which is used to change the password of your terminal. So the password command is PASWD. And when I press this, what it will do, it is going to change the password for my terminal. But now it is asking me to write the current password. So when I write it, I'm writing the password, but you can't see it. So I have entered my password, and now it is asking me to set a new password. So let me rename it as, so I have renamed it. I have given a new password to it. Now it will ask for confirmation. So again, it is telling me to retype the new password so that it matches it with the password that I have set. So let's enter it again. So it is saying this new password is too simple. So again, I have to give a good password name. So let's name it again. Yeah. Again, it is telling me to retype. So password updated successfully because I used a combination of special symbol, numbers, and alphabets. And earlier I was just using alphabets, right? So the next command is halt command, right? And in this halt command, it will come out of the system. But before coming out of the system, it is going to ask you to enter the password. So failed, and it is asking me to enter the password, and I will enter the password that I have recently changed, right? And see, I have come out of the system. The system got shut down. So this is the way how we can use these 10 basic commands. Now let's just revise all the commands one by one. First command is pwd, that is present working directory. It will show you the present working directory. If you change your directory, then it is going to change the present working directory as well to the directory that you have changed. Then we have host name, which shows the system host name. Then head command is used to print the first 10 lines of your file. Tail command is used to print the last 10 lines of your file. Grep is used to search for a string or pattern in the given file. Then md command is used to rename a file. cp command is used to copy the content of a file, and the same file can be copied to another directory as well. Then we have sort command, which is used to sort the content of a file in alphabetic order. And you can also print the content in reverse order by using the option -r. Then we have password, which is used to change the password of your terminal. It is first going to ask you the original password, then it will ask you to type the password that you want to set, and then again for confirmation it will ask you to enter the same password, and then your password will be modified. Then we have halt command, which is used for coming out of the terminal, means it will shut down the terminal. And for that, before shutting down, it is going to ask you the password. So that was all about the 10 basic commands of Linux. In the next lecture, we will be learning about the 10 more new basic commands of Linux. Till then, stay tuned to my channel. Thank you so much.